Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've had a beautiful week so far. I'm here with my January favorites, which is my first favorites of the year of 2016, which is so exciting because I love favorites videos and I have a lot of really good stuff to talk about this month. Not that I don't have like crappy stuff to talk about all the other months, but like this month I'm like really excited about this stuff. I like how I say stuff. Just like stuff. It's like junk, you know? Anyway, I'm sure you've noticed by now, all my hair is gone. Not all of my hair, but 9 inches of it have been cut off and donated to Pantene Beautiful Lengths. I will talk about my hair transformation at the end of this video if you want to know more about my hair, but for now, let's talk about my favorites. Okay, so I want to start with some skincare stuff. So the first one I have to talk about is this Clinique Pore Refining Solutions Charcoal Mask. I am super duper picky about charcoal masks because I tend to have drier skin, and so charcoal masks tend to dry my skin out and I really don't like that at all. But also sometimes I get weird texture, I guess, in my T-zone and on my cheeks, and I really don't like it, obviously. And so I feel like this charcoal mask really helps to pull out those impurities. I feel like it just cleans out my skin, and also it's just a nice pampering mask. Like if you have a long day and you want to sit down and watch some Netflix, take a hot shower, do a face mask, like this is a great mask because you can see it on your face. Like there's something really satisfying about putting on a mask and then washing it off and be like, yes, my skin is so nice. Even though you may not see a difference, it feels nice. It's like the little self-care things, you know what I mean? And so anyway, I feel like this Clinique mask does make a difference in my skin. It doesn't excessively dry out my skin, nor does it irritate my skin or make me break out. So I liked this a lot in the month of January. Next, 2 skincare products are for your body. So Lush releases holiday kits, and I'm so mad because this is the Rose Jam Shower Gel, and it's not available at Lush outside of the holidays, I don't think. Lush is kind of weird because this is such a popular scent, and for some reason they only bring it out during the holidays. But let me tell you what it is first before I give you my Lush rant. This is the Rose Jam Shower Gel. It says, sweet, tart, and wonderfully fresh, this indulgent blend of rose, vanilla, and lemon will leave you smelling purely blissful. Absolutely true. I freaking love this stuff. It smells so good. I remember the first time I walked into Lush, this was one of the first things I picked up. It was actually this, which I'll talk about in a sec. I picked it up and I smelled it. I was like, oh my god, this is my scent. This is like my spa scent. Like it's so sweet and delicious, but it's not too sugary. It's not disgusting. It's, oh my gosh, it's wonderful. If you can go to a Lush and smell it for yourself, I totally recommend checking this out if you like really girly scents. And the thing about this is that it smells like rose. Like I grew up with rose syrup and rose water, and like, cause I'm Indian, like we use rose water, we use rose syrup in a lot of our cooking. And so there's something so nostalgic about a good rose scent. And so when I smell this, it totally takes me back to like drinking rose milk with my cousins. And it's just, oh my gosh, it smells so nice. I absolutely love this stuff. And a teeny bit on a loofah goes a really long way, which I really appreciate because this is a tiny bottle, because Lush makes this a limited edition shower gel. It's only available during the holidays, I think, because last year they did this year they did this, and then the previous year, before last one, I know they did this as well. So like, you can't buy this in a full size. It always comes in holiday kits, which is so annoying. But Rose Jam Shower Gel has been my jam lately. And then secondly, this is the Rose Argan Body Conditioner Skin Conditioner. This is definitely a permanent item. Like they have it available at their Lush stores, like available for purchase. And so this is basically the exact same scent as a Rose Jam. Whoa! Oh, that was scary. It's the exact same scent as the Rose Jam, but it's just in a body conditioner form. And it's a very strange product, I will not lie. The first time I got it, I was like, what the heck does this do? So it smells exactly the same. It comes in a little tub like this. It's a really nice kind of creamy formula, and basically what you do is after you shower with a shower gel, you rinse your body off completely, you stay in the shower, and you apply this all over your body. And so I like to apply it just with my hands. I just rub it into my skin, and then maybe I'll wash my face, and then after I finish my shower, when I rinse everything off, I very lightly rinse off my body, and then I step out of the shower and I pat myself dry. And this is actually so hydrating. I don't have to use a body lotion after I use this, which is a really, really cool concept, and I cannot even begin to tell you how good I smell. Like I literally smell like the Rose Jam fragrance, but it's softer, it's not as sweet, but it's so yummy. So anyway, this is a really, really cool one, but the price just really ticks me off. Like Lush is very expensive because they are fair trade and they pay their employees well, and I totally support that. They have a wonderful, wonderful ethical business model. But a tub of this is like literally so expensive, and I can never bring myself to buy a full size, so I always buy their holiday kits that have these in them, so somehow that justifies it buying it smaller, but whatever. Okay, now I want to talk about nails really fast because I'm wearing this color and it's giving me life. This is the Hansen Complete Salon and Manicure in the color Ginger Zinger. This color is so beautiful. It's a really, like, it's just like a warm pink, like a warm brownish pink. I love the way it looks on my nails. I've really been feeling this color lately. I feel like it really complements my skin tone. I love this color. Okay, now we're gonna talk about eyes. I just have one product for the eyes, and I don't know if this is available anymore, but this is a MAC Loose Pigment Kit. It came out for the holidays. It might still be available on their website. I will check. But anyway, it comes with these, 4 baby-sized pigments, which I love because MAC pigments, like the full sizes, are huge, and I could never see myself, like, going through an entire bottle of loose pigment, but these are small. I got to try out 4 beautiful gold colors, and I absolutely love these MAC pigments. The 2 that I've really been loving are Blonde's Gold and Out All Night. Those are the 2 colors that I've really been loving. I am wearing them today on my lids. I put Out All Night all over my lid and then a Blonde's Gold like right in the center of my eyelid, and it's such a beautiful reflective formula for a pigment. It's so wonderful because the way I use this is I will spray my 242 with some Fix Plus, and then I'll open the pigment, take out the little plastic covering, and I'll just dab my brush in that tiny amount of product that comes out, and it literally covers my entire lid because this stuff is so incredibly pigmented because duh, it's a pigment. But it has such a beautiful metallic reflective look. Like, my eyelids look wet. I absolutely love these pigments. I'm definitely planning on picking up more holiday kits if they come out with them, like in the smaller baby size, because I don't know if I'm committed enough to buy a full size of a pigment. I feel better knowing that I have 4 little baby ones that maybe I can finish in my lifetime. Okay, so now I have some face products. So duh, MAC Fix Plus. I have been using these in my videos a lot recently, and it's just great. Like, it doesn't irritate my skin at all. It doesn't have an overpowering scent. It has a very particular Fix Plus scent. I don't know how to explain it, but like, it definitely smells like something. Like, it's not just water. I know it's not just water because I know it has glycerin in it because everyone talks about it having glycerin. But the great thing about glycerin is that it kind of makes whatever you're applying, it clings to whatever base it's on. So the reason why I prefer using MAC Fix Plus with my 242 and pigments is because it really holds a pigment onto my eyelid. I don't have any issues with it rubbing off on like my upper crease or it sliding around throughout the day. No problems at all. I also really like using Fix Plus to spray the sides of my face to intensify my highlight, because sometimes, you know me, I apply way too much highlight and then it just kind of looks powdery, like it's sitting on top of my skin, especially when my skin is dry. It just sits on top of my skin and it looks powdery. But if I apply like a light spritzing of Fix Plus just on my highlighted areas, it brings that dewiness back and it doesn't look as powdery. So I really, really love Fix Plus. I have gone through so much of it. Whoops. Okay, next one is highlighters. So, I have 3 highlighters I want to talk about. So, first one is something I've never talked about on my channel or used on camera. And no, it's not what you think it is. This is Becca's Pressed Topaz Shimmering Skin Perfector. And you might be thinking, Kaya, what are you talking about? Like, you're not dark enough to be using that as a cheekbone highlight. And I don't use it as a cheekbone highlight. I actually use it as a bronzer, which is so genius of me to think about. Like, I'm not trying to boost my ego or anything, but like, I tried it one day and I was like, why have I not done this earlier? It is so pretty to use as a bronzer. If you are much darker than me, it's not going to work for you as a bronzer. It's definitely going to be more of a highlight. But if you are fair to my color, to like maybe a little bit darker, this works beautifully as a bronzer. I'll swatch it for you. Oh my god, so pretty. It's so subtle, but you can see it right there. It's like a beautiful bronze gold, and so I like using this just to sweep on top of my bronzer, or even to use it as a bronzer. I'll just sweep it on my like right here on my cheekbones, on my temples, along my jawline, and it just gives such a beautiful glow. Like obviously it's Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector in Topaz. It is a shimmering skin perfector. It has shimmer, it glows. I just love the way it looks as a bronzer on my skin tone. The next product is another Becca product. This is the Becca Afterglow palette. I'm just talking about the entire palette. Can I open it maybe? Ah! Okay, here we go. I'm just talking about the Afterglow palette in general. This is such an amazing palette. If you're new to Becca, if you have a ton of Becca products, I still recommend you check this out. It's available at Ulta. This is such a great little palette. I love how it's like slim and sturdy it is. And also the packaging's really pretty, hello. But it has some of my absolute favorite colors. It has Moonstone, which is such a beautiful highlight. Even though Moonstone is marketed towards like the fairer skinned peoples, I still think it looks really beautiful on dark skin because it's just such a bright, pale gold highlight. I still think that it looks absolutely beautiful. So if you have dark skin, you can definitely use this. Don't be fooled by their marketing. Rose Gold is the next shade right here. Oh, you can see my camera. Rose Gold is the next shade right here. I use this a lot as a blush or a blush topper just to bring some glow back to my cheeks. Topaz, I just talked about, I use it as a bronzer. And then the next one is Wild Honey, which is a beautiful blush. And then Songbird, which is a blush that made it into my best of 2015 video. So I love this palette. I carry it with me to travel because it's so great. If I travel, I don't carry any other shimmering skin perfectors with me. I just take this palette because I will use Moonstone to highlight my cheekbones, Topaz as a bronzer topper, and then I have 3 beautiful blushes in here as well. And then the last highlight is this one. This is the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizer. This is so pretty. Let me just, you know, let me do the thing. Ah! Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful bright gold highlight. It's so freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. The way I like using this is I will pump some on the back of my hand, then I'll take my finger and dot it on my cheekbones, and then I will use a damp sponge, like my damp beauty blender, and I'll just pat it into my skin, and it looks so pretty. It is very bright. Don't get me wrong, this is not a natural highlight at all. Like, no, not natural at all. But this is such a pretty highlight to use just on the cheekbones, a little bit on the cupid's bow, right above the eyebrow arch, on the tip of the nose, on the chin if you want to. So pretty, especially if you have golden undertones like me. This is gonna be your best friend because it is like such a beautiful, shiny gold color. It's beautiful. Lastly, I have a lipstick to talk about. And when I was compiling my list for my my January favorites video, I was like, this should have been my best of beauty 2015 video because I love this lipstick. I don't know how it slipped my mind to not include it in the video, but we're gonna talk about it now. So anyway, this is the NARS, I don't know what this is called actually. I think it's just their NARS lipstick in the color Damage. Ta-da! Anyway, this is not an audacious lipstick. This is their like normal lipstick formulation. This is in the color Damage, and look at how much I've gone through. Like, I'm about to buy another one because I am so close to running out. This is such a pretty color. Every time I wear it, I get so many compliments on it. It's right there. It's such a beautiful sheer color. It's very sheer, but it has just enough pigment to give your lips that little natural plummy, actually this is more like a grape color. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I think I wore it in a makeup tutorial. I think it was my Indian cool toned wedding reception makeup tutorial. I think I wore this. But I absolutely love the formula. It's so hydrating. It smells really nice. It smells like NARS. My mom also loves it. I'm buying her own too because she keeps taking mine. But yeah, these NARS original lipstick formulations are so pretty because as you can see, it's sheer. It's shiny, it makes your lips look healthy and plump, and has just enough color to give your lips a little bit of something, but it's not so much pigment that you're like, great, now I can't eat anything. I have to take care of my lip color all day. This is so easy to just swipe on, and then it actually fades down to a really nice stain. So yeah, absolutely love these lipstick formulations. I also have the color Cruising, which is a really beautiful nude pink. I really like using that one to nude out any lipsticks because it is sheer and it is nude. I can use it to kind of tone down any bright lipsticks. Okay. Last product. This is another face product, but it's not a highlighter. It's actually a face setting powder. This is the Hourglass Dim Light Ambient Powder. I used this in my last video, which is my cream contouring makeup tutorial to set my entire face, and I've really been loving this powder for setting my entire face because it is just such a pretty all over face powder. I really feel like it blurs my imperfections. Like I am wearing it all over my face today, and I do feel like it kind of blurs out my imperfections, makes my skin look very airbrushed and flawless. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but in person when I look in a mirror in natural lighting, I can definitely see a difference that my skin just looks airbrushed and flawless. So I really love using this powder. It is mighty expensive, so I have a little baby one because I was kind of nervous about buying a full size because I was like, what if I hate it? Of course, I could always return it because Sephora has a really good return policy, but I bought a baby one. But when I run out of this, I'm definitely going to buy a full size because I think there's no other powder like it that I like as much as what this does for my skin. Okay, that completes my January favorites video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you don't want to hear me ramble about my hair, see you next time. It's been real. Thanks for sticking around. But if you want to hear about my hair, let's talk about my hair. I have been growing out my hair for quite some time. When I was 11 years old, I had extremely long hair that came like past my, not past my butt, but like right above it, so like my hips. It was very, very long, and so when I turned 11, I cut it off and I donated it to about this length, I think. I think it was a little bit shorter. I think it was about this short. But anyway, I cut and I donated my hair when I was 11, and there's something about donating your hair that just makes me feel really good because I do have very healthy, very pretty hair, and so I feel like when it's just sitting on my head, it is a waste because I know that there are other people out there that could totally use my hair. And it's not like I can't grow it back. My hair grows pretty quickly. Like I can totally grow my hair back. So yeah, at age 11, I cut and I donated my hair. I donated 10 inches to, I think it is, to Locks of Love, but I wouldn't recommend donating to Locks of Love only because I've heard some really sus things about them. So I don't want to give you wrong information, but also do your research. So instead, this time I donated to Pantene Beautiful Lengths, which is a little bit less sus. And I donated 9 inches this time. And I have to say, sometimes after you get a really big haircut, you feel hair regret, where you're like, oh, I miss my hair. But I have to say, I don't miss my long hair at all. Like I am so thrilled with my new hair. Like it is so much less high maintenance. It's easier to style. I don't have to sleep in a bun or a braid and get a headache the next morning. I never wake up in the middle of the night because I rolled on top of my hair and I pulled my own hair. Like that is the most annoying thing about having long hair. Well, if you have long hair, like extremely long hair, you feel me on this. Sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night because you accidentally rolled on top of your own hair and it's just a horrible way to wake up because you're like, I did this to myself. So yeah, after growing out my hair for about 8 years, this was not like continuously growing it out. I did maintain my shorter hair after the age of 11 until I was probably 14 years old. And then at the age of 14, I started growing my hair out. So it took about 5 years for me to get my hair to, let me stand up so you can see, to get my hair to about this length right here on my body. It took about that long, including trims, and then this summer I actually cut off 6 inches because I was just sick of having long hair, so I cut off 6 inches. I probably shouldn't have done that though, but it was a necessary move because my hair is very fine and it's very thin, and so the ends can get a lot of split ends and they can look very dry and just yucky. So I cut off 6 inches because I was like, I need to have healthy looking hair. So I did that last summer, and then recently I cut off 9 inches of my hair and I donated it, and it just made me feel so good because I know it is so difficult to go through any sort of illness that involves losing your hair. A very close family member of mine was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it was, honestly, it was so heartbreaking to watch her lose her hair. Now she has been cancer-free for 10 years, so I decided it's time to donate again. So yeah, I think if you have it in you to donate your hair, I absolutely recommend making the change because there's just something so liberating about cutting off all your hair and being like, yep, this is me now. Nope, don't have to deal with long hair anymore. I love having shorter hair. It's so much easier. I feel like it's so much lighter and more carefree. It's so bouncy and flippy. I love it so much. And then I also cut my hair for personal reasons just because I had such a difficult year last year and I just wanted a new change, you know, like new year, new me, but like not really. But yeah, I had such a rough time last year. And so this year, as of 2016, during winter break, I really put in the time and effort to kind of let go of so much negative toxic energy and just focus on being the best version of myself all the time, only comparing myself to who I was yesterday instead of other people. I want to be the best person I can ever be every single day. It's a constant work in progress. No, I'm not perfect. Yeah, I screw up all the time, but like I am making a conscious effort, and I think that's something really important. So I am super done rambling. I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around. Let me know in the comments down below what products you've been loving in January. Let me know if you have any hair donation stories. Just come talk to me, people. That's it. I will see you in my next video, but until then, I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will see you all very, very soon.